Hey guys, we're back with another Enlight Videoleap tutorial here. This is probably going to be second to last video, I'm hoping. Try to keep these short for you guys. There's just so much to teach. So we're going to dive in again. I finished up with a lot of the effects that you can do, like sticker, adjust, different effects on the bottom, the filters. There's something, I wanted to show you something with audio that you can do. So let's say you want the audio, the current track, right? So select the track, the wave file, and you can use it. Remember I told you you can use keyframes for almost anything in this app. So let's say you want to turn the volume down a bit. So make your first keyframe there. Drag the slider over, hit keyframe again, and you can take the volume now and you can turn it down. So watch. Or let's turn it down just a little bit. So ready? Here we go. So maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, but it was getting, less and less volume. How about we do this? Let's take it to 0. Watch. So as you can see, it took the volume to 0. Now, if I want to take the volume back up, you can do a diamond right after it, and then stretch it to right here. And then at the end of that last diamond, you can hold your finger on volume and it'll put it back at 100, which is the default. Hit play, go back to this diamond. So watch. So as you can see there, you can use keyframes to turn your volume up and down. You can use keyframes to fade the video out. So I'm going to go back and backspace all this though, because we're not going to be using that. So this is the end of what you can do. You can use opacity. Check this out. This is probably one of the coolest things that I learned. So hit keyframe, hit opacity. Take the opacity all the way down. Now check this out. I like to leave it right about there just so you can barely see it. Scroll back over and then let it play. Let it turn down a little bit. So now as I'm walking out, it gives it this cool, as they call it, an outro look or feel. Okay. And it slowly fades out. You see the opacity going down, 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 down. Okay, and then that's where the clip ends right there. So I'll probably, I've got to sync that up. We're going to drag the clip over right there. At the end, you can... actually, I'm going to also leave that too like that because I do want it to end like that. So it'll end like that. I'll probably make this a little shorter, right here. Now, know something. If you move your clip over, it's going to take away that diamond. So now I have to do that all over again. So I'm going to do it right here. And if you're ever having trouble, you see how the diamond lights up? See how it flashes white and the split flashes white? That's how you know that you're on it. You're on the clip. Looks like the diamond lights up first sometimes, so that's okay too. So we're gonna hit the diamond, and then we're gonna do opacity again. We're just gonna kind of fade it out about like that. So that way when the movie or the video ends, it just kind of fades out like that. And then that would be the end. And then you can let the music keep playing a little bit, and it just gives you that cinematic, oh, I just finished watching a really cool movie or whatever. You just finished watching or listening to anything, and it just makes you think, So okay, watch. And then you can fade out the actual music too. You can go to fade. It's such a cool feature. stretch it as much as you want. It'll only go to like 5 seconds. But listen. So you see how it faded out like that? And you can hit it again. You can fade it out as much as you want. You can also fade music in at the beginning too. Okay? So I'll let you play with that one. But you can fade music in and out. I am going to keep this actually like that because that's going to be part of the clip. There's a new thing here called beats. What's this do here? This is a new feature. It's supposed to help you track or help you mark where you want to make certain cuts, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so you don't have to have it on there. I think it's kind of like a guide. You see how those little dots pop up? So you don't have to have it. There's also speed. You can speed up your volume. Now, if you speed it up, it's going to take it way back, or it's going to stretch it out if you slow it down. So I'm just going to keep it at 0. Pitch, I never mess with. You can reverse the sound, equalize. You can mess with all the bass, treble, acoustic, all that kind of stuff. This app really does come fully loaded, which is why it's my favorite. And I'm still learning today, guys, even, you know, almost 6 years into this. I've edited over 500 videos with this, but with shuffling, you know, it's just basic, adding the music over, adding the clips in, little cuts and transitions here and there. But I have made like a few short movies. I've made like a 15-minute like short movie or video, and I really got deep into it. And maybe I'll link that for you guys to see. And you know, you really can do a lot with this app. Let's see. So moving on, we're going to go back out of audio. So I've showed you guys pretty much all of these, what they do for the most part. Some of them you might have to find on other tutorials, because like I said, this is just for a basic shuffle video for new people out there that are wanting to get into this. Or if you're just wanting to learn how to edit, period, like, you know, I definitely got you covered. And please do ask questions. Like if you want me to make a tutorial on something, I'll definitely do it. So we're going to hit the clip again. So there's opacity, you know. You already know what filters do. We're going to, oops, we're gonna get rid of that diamond. I don't need that. There's adjust. You know, you can adjust exposure. Again, there's so many different ways to adjust the lighting of that specific clip, okay? There's, you know, highlight. I don't really know what highlight does yet. I think it just allows you to go to that area, or it allows you to look at that certain area. Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's just a way to like travel faster. Like I said, a lot of these features are new. I'm still learning. They're coming out with so much stuff that I almost can't keep up with it. You know what transform is? You can fill, you can rotate the screen. Okay. Hit the clip again. Make sure you don't leave that diamond there. There's speed. You can speed up the clip. You can slow it down. You can reverse the clip. You can so when you freeze the clip, it makes like another clip. Where did it go? It'll usually put it right next to it, but it like freezes your clip. Now it's darkened because of the opacity, but you know, just you got to mess around with some of these tools. I'm gonna hit the clip again. So what else do we cover here? There is let's see, audio. Yeah, I went over all that. Speed, reverse, freeze, audio, mask. So Chroma is really cool. If you have a green screen, this is how you use green screen technology. If you type into the mixer green screen and then you relay a green screen over this, it is supposedly, I've done it a couple times, but I haven't messed with it too much. It'll get rid of the background, and then you can, I guess you could put any background that you wanted to. Or if you record against a green screen, like the shuffle stickers that I made, if any of you've seen those, let me backspace this real quick. You could upload like a shuffle or a sticker of you, or not a sticker, a video of you against a green screen, like doing a running man, or, you know, like in the movies, and then you would upload this to that. You would then get rid of the green screen, and then you could, I guess, you could have your own background or a different background in there. So to do that, I'll show you. Go to Mixer, type in green screen, and wait for it to pop up. Now, obviously, you want one that's completely green, and I don't know why they do this. I think they make you pay for it. Here's one right here. So just for the sake of the edit, you know, I'm just going to show you real quick. You can add this green screen here. Then you go over to, let's see here. You got to go to Chroma. Here's Chroma. Now you see how it took the green screen away? Imagine if there was like, you know, like you're on a movie set. It'll remove that green screen. And you see it'll remove the green screen and keep anything that's on it. You see that subscribe? That little subscribe button that is there, because that was on the green screen. So if I go, you can like change the intensity. See that? You can change the intensity, the shadow and all that stuff. But I'm going to go back here. So I'm going to make the green screen pop up. See that? So the green screen will remove anything that is green, because that's just the technology that's built in. So kind of confusing, but you know, I wanted to show you guys everything on here. I showed you what Tone Lab is. It's really up to you guys to just get creative now. I might do a few more things off the recording here to just tweak it how I want it. Nothing special, just, you know, a couple different things, but that's really it, guys. I guess, yeah, let's say we want to export the video, okay? You would, wait, what does it say? Share as template. You don't have to share as template. They do this new feature where you can share a template with like everybody. Obviously, this is your own project and video, so you don't want to do that. So hit export settings. Now, what is the best resolution in frames per second? All right, so if you record in 1080p, you want to export it at 1080p. You do not, like, there's no such thing as upscaling. I mean, I have people that tell me you can upscale it, like say if you do 4K, but I mean, honestly, it's not going to do that much. You're best off exporting it at what you filmed at, okay? So just hit 1080, and now for the bottom, whatever you filmed it in, regardless if what you filmed it in. I mean, if you filmed it in 30 frames, which is normal TV, when you watch TV, that's like drama and stuff like that, or reality TV shows, it's filmed in 30 frames a second. Then if that's what you filmed it in, fine. If you're trying to make a cinematic video and you want like that film look, like a movie, that is 24 frames a second. As it even says, cinematic standard. PAL standard is like in between 24 and 30. That's like over in like, I think, Europe and stuff like that. You can look all this up online. NTSC, that's basically like the standard. 50 frames a second is just faster and just going to be smoother. So if you're like a skateboarder or like action, you know, shots, sports and stuff like that, you're going to want to do like faster. You know, for shuffling even, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have 60 frames. I do 30. I usually do 30 frames. And if it's going to be like a cinematic video, then I would do 24, because I like to be very cinematic with my videos. So usually what I upload it as is pretty much the same as that I record. Now, again, if you have a part in your video where you have maybe some slow footage of like 24 frames a second, and then you have like some 30 frame, you can do that, but I don't advise it because it might mess with the footage in the Videoleap app. So just do your best to keep it all the same frame and all the same resolution. Don't do different. You're gonna have to make two separate projects because it's like it kind of headbutts. So usually what I record or export in is 1080p, and then the frames per second is usually 30. it just depends on the look you want. If you want that cinematic look, then go for 24 frames. No matter, even if you film in 30 frames a second and then you export at 24 frames a second, it's still it's going to give you that cinematic look. So, I mean, best to just film at 24 frames a second to begin with, then you don't even have to worry about that. But understand, the more frames you have to work with, so say if you film in 50 frames a second, 60 frames a second, if you're filming a wedding or like soccer, or you're filming someone shooting a basket, or they're kicking the ball to the goal, you'll be able to have more frames to spread out with your thumbs. Remember, as I said, you can stretch it and stretch it out. That you'll be able to zoom in on more frames, and it'll look more smoother, or more smooth, I should say. So there's a lot to this, guys. This is a culmination of me learning over the past 5.5 going into 6 years, or hitting 6 years soon of doing all this. So, but I'm trying to let you know all my knowledge and everything, and yeah. So once you're done, okay, hit back. Okay, then you're going to hit save. I'm not going to hit save now because I'm not done yet. But then it would start to export. And then depending on how long your video is, it's going to take, it can take, about 5 minutes plus. If you're doing like a 10, 20-minute video on, if you have a really nice iPhone or Android, some of the newer phones can handle the lot bigger edits. But, if your phone is like older, like you make sure it's updated, because sometimes it will crash. If it crashes, like if the export fails, then just restart it. Sometimes if you have an older phone and you try to use 4K, it won't let you do 4K because it's just an overload on the processor. So that's why I usually end up just doing 1080p, because 1080p is the quality is perfect anyways. I do 1080p videos all the time in Videoleap, then I upload it to a desktop on computer for YouTube. So don't worry about it too much, okay? So, but yeah, guys, I hope this helped. If I do think of any more little tips and tricks here for you guys, I will definitely show you in the future videos, okay? Thank you for joining. I know this was a few long videos, but very useful information for you guys. And yeah, let me know if you need any help in the comments below. Let me know how you think I did. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, chat soon. Peace.